Hello, everybody. Tate Davis here on this New Year's Eve of 2019. Happy New Year to all you lovely people. Got another album battle for you. A little bit of lesser known acts this time. In one corner, from 1970, Bloodrock. Bloodrock 2 from Fort Worth, Texas. A little bit of a lesser known band. And then in the other corner, a little bit of a more well-known guitar player. We have the debut from Rick Derringer, All-American Boy from 1973, fresh out of Johnny Winter and Band. Johnny Winters and Band, rather. So, let's go ahead and start with one that was released first, released on Capitol Records. I believe this was 1970. I might be wrong. Yeah, 1970. Bloodrock 2, like I said, this band was from Fort Worth, Texas. Had a bit of an FM hit in the way of DOA, Dead on Arrival. That was sort of an underground FM radio hit for them. I think an edited version of the song made it in the top 50 of the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Like I said, Fort Worth, Texas. It was their manager was the guy who was the manager for Grand Funk Railroad, a guy named Terry Knight, and he also produced this album too. Trying to think where it was recorded. It does not say where it was recorded. So here we got the guys in the band at the back. So who do we got in the band here? So Bloodrock at this time was consisted of Jim Rutledge on lead vocals, Lee Pickens on lead guitar, Nick Taylor on rhythm guitar and vocals, Eddie Grundy on bass and vocals, Steve Hill on keyboards and vocals, and then Rick Cobb on drums. And a great drummer Rick Cobb is. Holy crap. We begin the album with Lucky in the Morning, kind of a catchy tune. The Cheater, really solid, slower kind of rocker. Sable and Pearl, I believe this one was written outside of the band. A great ballad, great catchy tune, kind of a poppy tune. And then closing off side one with Fallen, kind of a good mid-paced tune. Side two begin with Children's Heritage, an up-tempo tune. Dire Not a Lover, another up-tempo tune, both really, really strong. DOA, the dirgy, great vocals by Jim Rutledge and just the entire band. Rick Cobb not playing as much on this song, but it's 8.5 minutes, and it's up there with the rock epics along with Stairway to Heaven and Bohemian Rhapsody, July Morning, things like that. And then closing off the album, we got the up-tempo Fancy Space Odyssey, a great song with some awesome drumming by Rick Cobb. There's some great guitar work in this album. Like I said, love Jim Rutledge's vocals, love Rick Cobb's drumming. Some great organ work by Steve Hill in this. I cannot recommend this enough. If you want to get into Bloodrock, this is the album to start with, in my opinion. Really good, solid album. I actually just picked this up earlier this week. So, and in the other corner, Mr. Derringer, fresh out of, like I said before, Johnny Winters and Band. This is his solo debut. Who do we got on this album? A whole host of guest musicians on this album. We got Rick playing guitars and bass and various other percussion instruments and singing all the lead vocals. Bobby Caldwell on drums, the great Bobby Caldwell, who is also playing at this time with Captain Beyond. And would later go on to join the Armageddon Project with Keith Ralph of the Yardbirds. We got Joe Lala playing a whole bunch of percussion. Joe Walsh and his band play electric guitar on 2 tunes. Joe Vitale playing drums. Paul Harris, Kenny Pastorelli playing bass on a couple tunes with the ones that Joe Walsh guests on. Toots Fiddlemans playing harmonica on a tune. Edgar Winter playing a whole bunch of keyboards. Various backing vocalists. Yeah, so what have we got on this album? Opening up side one, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. Probably my favorite song on the album. Great catchy tune, great drumming by Bobby Caldwell, great guitar soloing by Rick, great vocals by Rick. Awesome. And then Next up, we got a great instrumental in the form of Joyride. Really great percussion by Joe Lala on this tune. Once again, Rick and Bobby are awesome. Teenage Queen with Joe Walsh's band guesting on it. It's a good tune. A really nice ballad. Not really much to say about it. Cheap Tequila, kind of a little bit of a country-esque kind of tune. Really solid here. Good tune. Uncomplicated, really good kind of basic rocker here. Once again, Joe Walsh and his band guesting. Really catchy tune. Hold, closing off side one. A kind of a haunting ballad with some great piano work by Edgar Winter. Bobby Caldwell is really restrained on this tune, which I think is really cool. Side 2, The Airport Giveth, The Airport Taketh Away. Kind of a silly tune, but it works. It's really catchy. I enjoy it. Teenage Love Affair, really great up-tempo rocker here with some great vocals by Rick. It's Raining, the one where Toots Fiddlemans plays harmonica on. Short, sweet, to the point, country-ish kind of ballad. Really cool tune. Time Warp, a really cool instrumental here. Slide On Over Slinky, again, kind of a basic rocker, just, in my opinion, uncomplicated but not as good. And then, closing off the album, we have the epic ballad, Jump, 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 which features some great keyboard work by Edgar Winter and some really gentle vocals by Rick, and some really great guitar solo by Rick and Bobby Caldwell sitting behind the drum stool doing his thing to the best of his ability and sounding great doing that. So yeah, Paul Harris arranged the strings, forgot to mention that. So overall, solid album. Not awesome. Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, Joyride, and Jump 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 I think are easily my favorite 3 tunes on this album. All the other tunes are kind of second tier. That doesn't mean I don't like them. It's just I like those other tunes better. This is very ballad heavy, so don't let the really attractive cover of Rick Derringer and his Fender Stratocaster, or maybe it's a Tele, I don't know, I'm a drummer, I'm not a guitar player, but don't let this image fool you into thinking that it's all blasting hard rock. It's not, but it's good. It's really good for what it is. So now we come to the time of the program where I must pick an album between the two if I were to take one of them to a desert island. As solid as this is, it's a little too ballad heavy for me. I like the ballads on it. This is not a bad album whatsoever, but for me, Bloodrock takes this one. It's not that close. Maybe right here, 8th round knockout, if we're using the boxing analogy, but Jim Rutledge and company, the savage lead licks of Lee Pickens are overwhelming Derringer by the end of the 7th round and early on in the 8th round. But again, this does not mean this is not a bet. I do like this album quite a bit, but for me, Bloodrock 2 takes it. This is, for me, top to bottom. It's 8 tracks. This is 12 tracks, and arguably you could say a lot of filler on this album. Like I said, really ballad heavy. There are some filler tracks on this album, but for me, this is all killer, no filler. Bloodrock 2 from 1970 takes this one. So, with that being said, Happy New Year to everybody, and thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.